Hello and welcome back at last. I do apologize about the long wait between episodes. Life has gotten hectic, but enough of that. Let's get right back into it. We have the RS Children patches merge to do, so let's go ahead and make a profile, copy the blank for merges, and name it RS Children patches merged. Alright, close that. Switch to that profile. Alright, it looks like almost all of them come from one mod, so let's just do this. We want the patch impendium, and I'm 90% sure we're going to need the main RS Children overhaul as a master at some point, so let's go ahead and activate that. The other thing we need is expanded towns and cities. So come on. There we go. Alright, and then we just need the masters. Starting at the top. Oakwood. Whoops. There it is. Next we'll need interesting NPCs. There we go. We will need BOS, Books of Skyrim. Sorry, anytime I see BOS, I tend to think Fallout 4. Or Fallout in general. Brotherhood of Steel. Alright. Cutting room floor. Okay. Which also needs the unofficial patch, yep. Next up, Falskar. Then we'll need Forgotten City. Oops. Then we will need Helgen Reborn. Then we will need Keldnar. Then we'll need Moon and Star. Oops, no, we will probably need the Moon and Star replacer. Next up, we will need Worm's Tooth. And we will need Better Dynamic Snow. Yep. Okay. We don't need this patch. So we can just uncheck that. We don't need its master since we don't need the match. Alright, let's move that up to the top just to get it out of the way. First off, at the bottom, we want the Wormtooth patch. Actually, let's just drag all of those to the bottom, and then we can ignore my dog. We can get most of them that way. Alright. Next up after Worm's Tooth, we need the Expanded Town and City patch. I hate that tooltip, it gets in the way. That one is still up here, isn't it? Yep, there it is. Next up, we need Oakwood RS Children patch. Next up, Keldnar. Okay, next up, Moon and Star patch. It's already there. HR, Forgotten City, CRF, or Forgotten City Falskar CRF. Sorry, missed that one. BOS, and 3D MPC. They were all in the right order. How convenient. Alright, everything else looks good. Alright, so we can go to Z Edit. Z Merge. Start session. Create merge. Merge name. Copy. And paste. Delete that. Merge. Just make sure the name is correct, is the same. Alright. Activate all of these. Load order. Use game load order. Okay. Oops. There we go. And build. Close that. Close that. Back to the main profile. Clear the filter. Scroll down. Activate. Move it directly after pre-bash. And now we can go to SSE Edit. Okay, select none. Activate that one. Okay. Don't need that. Alright, background loader finished, so right click, edit, yes, ESL, okay, and close. Looks good. And that is it for that one. Next up we have the Snazzy patches merged. Back to profiles, copy the blank, close that, switching to that profile. Alright, Obscures College of Winterhold. Now we aren't going to need all of these, so let's just go ahead and uncheck all of them and then just check the one we need, which is the SFCO FE patch. It's that one. Bring it down to the bottom to get it away from the rest of them. And then everything else should come from Snazzy itself, so okay. Let's see. Then we just need the masters. This will require... we do need one more thing from here, the main thing, and then we need unofficial patch. Alright, next up, interesting NPCs. Next up, alternate start patch. Next up, Arthmore Villages patch, which requires Darkwood, Carthways, and Kinesgrove shorestones. A lot of them. So, and that is at priority 302, because most of the other ones we need are going to be in the same spot. Let's see, we need Carthwason, Kynesgrove, Shorestone. We need a sinkhole, I remember that. And lastly, we need Whistling Mine. Okay. Then we'll need Cutting Room Floor. Then we'll need ELFX. We'll need Falscar and Helgen Reborn. Then we'll need Immersive Citizens. Legacy of the Dragonborn. And Worm's Tooth Patch. Alright, and none of those needed patches, so now all we gotta do is drag everything to the bottom. And everything starts with SFCO, so we need all of these. And the OCW patch. Alright, drag all of those to the bottom, and now we just gotta put them in the right order. LOTD at the bottom. Worm's Tooth, Helgen Reborn, Falscar, Arkmore Villages, Immersive Citizens, Alternate Start, ELFX, 3D NPC, CRF, and OCW. Alright, everything is in patch. We don't need this, I don't think. Okay. Back to Z edit. Sorry, give me just 1 second. There we go. Z merge. Start session. Create merge. Copy. And paste. If you're following along and wondering how I'm pasting, since you can't actually right click and select paste, I'm using the Control V button to paste. Delete that, and the patch or file name matches, so that's good. Alright. Activate. Load order, use game load order. Okay. And oops. Scroll to the bottom. Alright. Close. Close. This one does not get flagged as an ESL, so we can move on to the next one. Trivial Smelters of Skyrim merged. Profile. Oh, sorry, skipping ahead. First we need to go back to the main profile. Clear the filter. Scroll to the bottom. Activate that and move it up 1. There we go. Now to the profiles. Copy. There we go. Close. Switch to that profile. And they all come from the same thing, so let's just do trivial. And they have no masters, so this is perfect. Really easy. Just gotta put them in the right order. Solitude at the bottom, followed by Morthal, followed by Rorikstead, Riften, Granite Hill and Falkreath. Perfect. Easy peasy. See, merge, start session, create merge, copy, paste, delete the merge from the beginning, and make sure the names match. Yep. Plugins. Okay. Load order. Use game load order. Okay. All the way to the bottom and build. Close and close. Back to the main profile. Activate it. Move it up. And we are back to SSE edit. Run. Select none. Okay. Alright. Edit. Yes. ESL. Okay. Close. Looks good. Alright, now on to weapons and armor merge. This one's going to be a long one. I may cut out the sorting part just because it's a long one and it's going to take up a lot of extra time. But let's get started anyway. Profile. Copy the blank for merges. I hate symbols. There we go. Close that. There we go. Alright. Alright, we need that one. Then we'll need faction crossbows. No, wait, that's the CCOR patch. Where is the actual faction crossbows? Is that one? Yeah. Oh, and we needed the patch too, so let's go ahead and activate that too while we're here. And we'll need a faction crossbows consistency patch, which comes from Lexy's consistency patches. So okay, that's going to give us a lot of the things we need. So next, Black Sacrament armor. Next up, Lustmord armor. Next up, Northgirl armor. Next up, Rogue armor. Next up, Scout armor. Next up, Wayfarer's coat. Next up, the CCOR patch for it. And next up, Housecarl armor. Next up, Volkihar Knight. Silver arrows. Oops. those, and the projectile speed fix for it. Alright, and lastly, amulets show on everything, which comes from Quark. Alright. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, we'll need complete crafting overhaul. We'll need audio overhaul, Skyrim, and Keiko. It's odd. Okay, and then we need Immersive Sounds Compendium. And weapons, armor, clothing, and clutter fixes. And we'll need the unofficial patch. Alright. Then we just got to put everything in the right order. I'm going to go ahead and pause it now and pick it up when we go to Z-Edit. And we're back. I am pleasantly surprised that didn't take as long as I expected it to. Mostly it was a matter of moving the consistency patches to directly after where they were patching. At any rate, again, that was a pleasant surprise, so let's just move right into Z-Edit. Z-Merge, start session, create merge, copy, paste. Wait a minute, I think I screwed that up. Yes, I did. There we go. And then the file name, you'll notice, is not the same as that, mostly because it can't have the and symbol in it. But also make sure if you type it out manually instead of copying and pasting, that you spell armors correctly. Okay. For those of you in America, this is not a misspelling, it's just a different spelling. Other places spell it differently. Okay, since I'm just copying and pasting, that's all I had to do. Okay, activate. And lastly, there we go. Use game load order. Okay. Scroll to the bottom. Scroll up just a little bit since it's actually bigger than the screen. There we go. And click build. Successful. Close and close. Back to the main profile. Clear the filter. Scroll to the bottom. Activate and move it up. Okay, and that one's not flaggable, and there's a note about the spelling of armors. Alright, next up, go to Profiles. Copy the blank again, and we'll name it World Encounter Add-on Patches. Okay, close that. Switch to that profile. First up, Gray Cowl. We want the add-ons and patches. There we go. And I'm sure we're going to need the main mod at some point as a master, so let's go ahead and activate that while we're here. Then we move on to Felskar, add on some patches and the master. Then we need the moon path. Sky and lighting fix. Yep. And we'll probably need the master. Yep. And that's all we have. That's all we needed. Just got to put them in the right order. Let's roll that to the bottom. So these three are next. And they are not quite in the right order. Let's move that around. There we go. Then we need the Gray Cowl unofficial patch. Gray Cowl delayed start. And that's it. On to Z edit. Z merge. Start session. Create merge. Copy. Paste. Okay, just making sure that the names match. Yep. And then we just activate those files. Oops, not that one. There we go. Use game load order. Okay. Scroll to the bottom. Build. All good. Back to the main profile. Activate and move it up a little bit. There we go. And that is it for that one. On to your own thoughts merged. Profile. Copy blank. Okay. Close that. Switch to that profile. And 90% of these are going to come from Yacht itself, and then the consistency patch. There we go. And then we just need all of those masters. Okay. Andromeda. Apocalypse. Which also needs the Ordinator compatibility patch, Ordinator, and that's it. Okay. Okay, convenient horses. There we go. Cutting room floor. Which is also going to require the unofficial patch. Falscar. Frostfall. Which also requires campfire. Okay, Gray Fox. Helgen Reborn. Immersive Sound. Imperious. Interesting NPCs. overhaul. There we go. I was about to say I should have probably done lock instead of overhaul for the filter. Would have probably been a lot easier. Legacy of the Dragonborn. Moonlight Tales. College of Winterhold. And while I'm on that one, let's go ahead and uncheck all of those. Which one did we need for this one? We only needed the main one from that. We don't need any of the patches, so let's do that. Put that there, and then I'm going to take all of these extra ones that we don't need and put them all the way at the very top just to get them out of the way so that they don't confuse me later when I'm trying to sort these. Alright, that was that one. Next up we have courier service. Yeah. Next up, Sacrosanct. Next up, Summer Mist. Next up, Thunderchild. Next up, True Scholar. Is that the one we needed? Yeah, it is. Okay, Wildcat. Next up, Worm's Tooth. Okay, and the Yacht Consistency Patch requires Keiko, the Omega Enai Patch, and that's it. So, Alchemy, excuse me, and the Omega Patch, we only need deactivate all those. We only want the No Nomadic Heritage Patch, which apparently I don't need any of the others for, so. Okay. So once again, I'm going to move all of the non-essential files all the way to the top to get them out of my way. And then these are the files that we're going to be sorting. Oops. So I'm just going to drag them all the way to the bottom so they're all in one place. Make it a lot easier. Alright, and then we just get to sorting. Consistency patch at the bottom, Worm's Tooth, LOTD 5, Gray Fox, Wildcat, Summer Mist, Immersive Sounds, Sacrosanct, PCS, Ordinator, Thunderchild, Lock Overhaul, let's see, interesting NPCs, Imperious, Helgen Reborn. Falscar. Cutting Room Floor. Convenient Horses. Oops. Apocalypse. Andromeda. OCW. Moonlight Tales. Frostfall. And oops, I think I should have. Did I miss True Scholar somewhere? Or is that just not needed? Don't see it. I'll leave it, wait a minute. Missing Master... Oh, CCOR. For a second there I thought it was saying it was missing Keiko, but it has that. Wait, we don't need this, do we? No. Sorry, my brain got distracted looking for the True Scholar thing. Alright. Alright, so, just to double check. Your own thoughts. Frostfall, Moonlight Tales, OCW, Andromeda Apocalypse, Convenient Horses, Cutting Room Floor, Falscar, Helgen, Imperious, Interesting NPCs, Lock Overhaul, Thunderchild, Ordinator, PCS, there's my dog again, Sacrosanct, Immersive Sounds, Summer Mist, Wildcat, Grey Fox, LOTD 5, Worm's Tooth, and Your Own Thoughts Consistency Patch. Alright, that is... Oh, and if I had scrolled down just a little bit, I would have seen that we do not merge the True Scholar here. There we go. So as long as it's above Your Own Thoughts, that's cool. We can go on to Z-Edit. Z-Merge. Start session. Oh, create merge first. Alright. Copy. And paste. Delete the merge from the beginning of that. Yeah, dash Your Own Thoughts merge. Yep, okay. Plugins. Lots to activate. Oops. Okay, and do not activate True Scholar. There we go. Oops. Use game load order. Okay. And we're already at the bottom, so just click build. Alright, close that. Close that. Back to the main profile. Clear the filter. Activate it. Goes directly after World Encounter add-ons. And then we can go to SSE Edit. Flag this as an ESL, and we are done with merges after that. Select none. Not. Okay. What am I doing? Close that. Select that and go to record flags, edit, yes, ESL, okay, and close that. Looks good. Alright, we are done merging, so now we can run merge plugin hide to reduce our active plugin count by quite a lot. Tools, yes. Merge plugin hide. And select all of them and right click and then click disable plugins. And that will hide all of the plugins that are involved in those merges. Close. And we went down to 372, of which 180 of them are ESPs and 172 are ESLs, and we have 20 ESMs for a total of 200 ESMs plus ESPs, which are what really count for determining your load order size. ESLs all count as basically one spot in your load order. Alright, so that is done. After that, I highly recommend you go to the Discord, and there is a section in the Discord where you can type in !load order and upload a copy of of your load order text, and there's the path to where you can find it, and it'll tell you if your load order matches the master list basically that they have, and if there's anything that needs to be changed or that you missed. Okay, I will be doing that off camera. Actually, I may record that. I don't know. We'll see. But that is all for the merging section. I'll include, if I do that on camera, I'll include it in the finish line section. All right. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time.